Hey, good morning, good morning, good morning. It's your boy Hen, and we back at the Hen's Den. Thank God for waking me up, not just me. Thank God for waking you up too, y'all, on this gorgeous Friday, on this payday Friday, on this cash Friday. Thank God that it's Friday, y'all. Payday for some people. If not, what I say, find your way to get you some money on this Friday, on this weekend. Enjoy life. Enjoy the day. You got paid today. You probably ain't got no bills today. Have you a good time for the weekend, y'all. Y'all, I gotta get on a real subject. Tell me what you think. But first, before I get into the real subject, let me tell y'all what's going on in good old Mississippi up here at the casinos. Casinos, y'all remember back in the day they used to hit in the late '90s period, early 2000s. They got more technology now, so they got more cameras now, and I get they judge on how you look or how you dress or how much money you spend or lose. Guess what, y'all? Old Sam Town. If you know about Sam Town in Tunica, Mississippi, it been there for a minute. Ever since the early 2000s. Early 2000s. Sam Town been there for a minute. You got Sam Town, you got Hollywood, and you got Sam Town, Hollywood, and then two more up there. But guess what? Sam Town is closing. You know why they closing? Ain't nobody winning nothing no more. Back in the day, people used to go down there. I told you, my daddy was a gambler. He stayed hooked, stayed addicted to it down there. People win money back then in the '90s, early 2000s. I ain't talking about a little $400-500, 50,000, 80,000, 100,000, 2,500, 5,000, 7,500, paying off. Not just one person winning it, a whole bunch of folks winning it. Soundtown is closing. But if they close, I don't wonder they gonna let somebody jackpot. Let somebody win. That just showing you how hard times is right now, y'all. They hard. If you got casinos finna shut down, the Indians, they run it. But if the casinos, you got some casinos shutting down, what they telling you? I don't know, y'all. But look, I got something to tell you though. Get what been popping off. Let me ask you this. In the hood, if you from the hood, you know what OG mean. OG mean original gangster or old gangster. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Sometimes I get called OG. Sometimes the way they saying it now, OG consists of if you and your fathers end up. So I guess I'm considered a aunt, but I still consider myself an OG. Check this out. Who leading who? I thought the old folks or the people that's up in age supposed to be guiding us. Like my age, I'm 38 years old. You know, but I thought it's supposed to be like the older people be putting game on the younger people. Like for example, like what I do, I'm 38. You can add kids up here in their teens, 20s, 30s. What he be talking to you about? Hey man, he be talking about some real stuff. How to do this, how to do that. How to stay out of this. How to stay out the spotlight. You move, you get out. You see what I'm saying? He be on some real stuff. Him trying to put that knowledge on you. Not just me putting knowledge on you, but I can take some knowledge from somebody else. Because don't nobody know everything, baby. We talk about what we think we know. All right? Check this out. Reese why I brought up the word OG. It's all cool and dandy for being an original gangster or old gangster, but I want to be a old guy. You got a lot of people that OGs dying like that, getting locked up like that. But I want to be an old guy and alive. So I don't mind being an OG, but I want to be an old guy. Let me tell you the story of what's going on. You got two YNs. I gotta put YNs. That's what they want to be called now. I gotta put two YNs and one OG in the picture. So it's three Black people's in there. Us now. Before I get into it, y'all, you know Billy Bob and Billy Joe can be into it all day. They gonna fight. They gonna fight it out. But you ain't gonna hear about it. You ain't gonna see nobody recording it, or you ain't gonna hear about it. Only they gonna know. The group of people they hang with gonna know. Ain't nobody gonna be in jail. They right back drunk, drinking a Jaeger and a whole 24 bug, Wives, or whatever they drinking. So they gonna go to a bonfire and take it out at the bonfire. Good old fist fight. They might go to a country dirt road and get it on. They might go to a fishing pond and fight around the fishing pole. Around the fishing pond. They might get to fight on a boat, but you ain't gonna hear about it. Us, we don't give a F. We gonna do it wherever. You gonna have folk record it. They could be seeing something that escalate. Ain't nobody trying to stop. Ain't nobody saying, hey, then we gonna get to the story then. You got 2 YNs and an OG. This OG like 58. I'm just gonna make up some names. See, Devontae and Devarier, they in their 20s. 22, 24. Mr. Wilson over here, cause he could be a Mr. Wilson. He like 57, 58, they said. Who leading who? Mr. Wilson is the driver of the car. Devontae and Devarier is the YNs in the car. They busting. You know, they got the thing. They finna go do a home robbery with home invasion and a robbery. So OG probably can't move that fast. He 57, so he got to be the driver. He got to be the getaway. The YNs, no, they got them things. They got the speed. They got the stamina. They got the thing. They gonna get in. They gonna get out. Well, guess what? They got in, but they didn't get out. They got caught. I'm gonna say this too. If you're listening, anything like that, we was always taught, self ain't gonna tell on self. I'm like this, the world we living in, whatever you do wrong or right, do it by yourself. If you doing it with a crowd or some more people, 10 out of 20, somebody gonna tell. People just ain't cut like that no more, like me and you. And you gotta think about it, we standing on principle, so wrong or right, we're gonna duke it out. But if you're gonna do something, do it by yourself. Self ain't gonna never tell on self. But Devontae will. Guess how they got caught? Well, they got them one by one. And you know how that story gonna go. Devontae got caught. He gonna tell on Devario. Devario get caught. They gonna tell on Mr. Wilson. All three of them locked up now. See how that work? I rather do something by myself. Because if you do it with somebody else, they're gonna tell. But here go the most important message to this story. OG supposed to be telling the YNs, no, I'm just gonna be real. He shouldn't even got involved in it. Dude, you 57 years old. You ain't 27. You ain't 17 years no more. You 57. You can croak or lay down any day. Where the wheels are at? Where the knowledge is? Where it at? Now I see why some of these young girls and young mans act the way they do. Because they ain't got nobody telling them. Look, that's love. If you got somebody trying to tell you yay and yay, nay is nay, no, you don't got to do it that way. Or just chill for a minute. Think about it. It's another way to do this. See, there's more than one way to skin a cat. More than one way to skin that cat, man. Why you think the world, especially with my peoples, where we at? Where the older generation? I know, I told y'all 4-5 months ago, a young man came to me try to get one of them things from me. I told him I can't do it. Because I always keep in mind, I got me a son 12 years old. I got grandkids coming up. I got nephews that young. I got nieces that young. If they run to somebody old on something like that, I hope that same old person tell them, "No, young blood, I can't do that. I can't give you that. Cause I ain't just affecting you, they're gonna affect me. What if you go out here and get knocked off or you get life? If you got a soul, if you got a conscience, you got to feel it. You got to feel some type of way and say, hey, I helped put that person in jail or I helped put that person in the grave. See, I like being people like that talk like me or think like me. Just gonna be real with it. Cause see, hey, I put myself in other people's shoes. People ain't putting themselves in nobody's shoes no more. But what they teaching it? Just because I brought up in the street, oh, I want my son to be brought up in the street too. What sense that make? That don't even make no sense, do it? You always want your son or your daughter to be better than you, but how you had to come up. You may have to bend your back all your life. I'm talking about woman wise. So what you want your daughter to bend her back to? You probably had to sell drugs all your life. So what you want your son to be a drug dealer too? What sense that make? That don't make no sense. But let me get back to this though. All three of them caught. OG supposed to have been some kind of mandatory now on your blood. That dude this way. Check this out. They have it in Memphis. Go have it in Memphis, y'all. 16, 17-year-old boy. They fighting, right? Duking it out. I guess he get beat or about to get knocked out or something. He go get that thing. So that's another thing too. You can't even really hit nobody no more because you don't know if they got the gun on you or not. You got some people still gonna squabble up or are still throwing them up, but you still taking a risk to getting killed yourself. Everybody ain't gonna take no lick. You got some people gonna pull that thing out and do what they gotta do. But here go the part to this though. His mama get involved. She about 44, 45. And I know that's your baby. See, a lot of people, it's real, y'all, what I'm finna say. See, a lot of people, she supported, that's her baby. But what did your baby do to start that? So you got a lot of folk just, but it could have been your son or your daughter fault the whole time, the reason why it popped off. Everybody think they kids angels. Oh, my daughter ain't gonna do this. My son ain't gonna do this. Everybody ain't angel, no matter how they is around you. They got to get from around you, don't they? Then you see the real side on them. They could be doing this, they can be doing that, they can be doing it, they could be doing that, they could be cussing their other old person out. They could be showing you some kind of respect, but they could be doing something else towards another old person that you don't even know about. So every child and every son and every daughter ain't no angel, baby. You got to have devils too. I wasn't no angel coming up. My little son ain't no angel. And he 12. Just keeping it real. He good, he respectful, but at the same time, he still bad in a way too. We all are. See, it ain't no perfect child out here. See, I ain't gonna hold my son up in no wrong if I see it. You see what I'm saying? You got a lot of people out here be holding their kids up in the wrong, and you know your child effed up. You know your child do this. You know your child got attitude. You know your child got a small mouth. You know your child ain't. You know, but you turn a blind eye because of what? That's your baby. That's your child. People, y'all better start turning the blind eye. Turn the blind eye, or get your child, or get you effed up because you see it, but you don't want to see it. You see it, but you don't want to accept it because of what? That's my baby. That's my child. You better wake up. But they get back to the story though. Guess who going to jail too? That 16-year-old and the mama going to jail. Baby, you too old for that. That's your son, true enough. But she went and got that thing and started landing off. Really? And these babies fighting, 16-year-old, 15-year-old, these kids fighting. If anything, your old tail port have been there trying to break it up instead of you going to try to go get the thing and start blasting off too. Y'all, us, when are we going to wake up? You know people love this, right? You know other colors love of black folks. But they love, get what? It's entertainment with us. It's entertainment. Them monkeys, they throw a bag of bananas out there. And you finna see how many monkeys finna kill each other for them bag of bananas. You watch. We untamed, unleash. But y'all, we got to control that, man. We got to do better, y'all. Me, you that's watching, your son, your daughter, your niece, your nephew, we all got, my son, my grandkid, my kid, we all got to do better, man. We all got to do better as black peoples or people, period. I don't mind being called an OG, but you can call me an old guy. Cause that's what I want to live to see, an old guy. I don't want to be no original gangster or no old gangster. I want to be an old guy. You want to be an old gal or an old girl. You want to be like Shakisha right here. 45 years old, finna go have to sit down about 5-10 years. Maybe more. But 5-10 years though. Because Shakisha wanna act like she her son age. So you got a lot of old women out here in their 50s, 60s, 70s. Still talk young. Still dress young. Still act young. How they gonna tell the young queens out here to do or how to do this if they still acting they same age? You think I'm lying? Look around. Look around. They talking like the young girl. They walking like the young girl. They even dressing like the young girl. Man, if you don't go sit your old tail down and act your age, I'm just gonna be straight up real with you. You 50, 60, 70 years old, and you got the attitude of a 20-year-old. Who listening? Who gonna take an example from who? If you 50, 60, 70 years old out here acting like you 19-year-old, 20 years old, do you respect that 20-year-old to respect you like you are 50, 60, 70 years old? No, ma'am. You're going to get talked to and get treated like you their age because they seen you acting their age. So how they going to respect somebody old if you acting young? I'm just keeping it real. I'm just keeping it real, y'all. It's okay to be an OG. But you make sure you be an old guy or an old girl. Come back to episode 2, y'all. All right? Bet.